rather too old, too bold, to stoop to move. I guess you're calling bones out of shoes.
We're here at South by Southwest, WVFS Tallahassee. We're here with
Friko.
Yes, we are. They just played a show here at the High Noon stage. So you're here less than a month from your album release, you know, huge. You guys are about to be on tour for like the next 2 months. You're at South by now. How is this all coming to you? You know, like how is this rush of everything happening feeling for you guys as a band?
I mean, I feel like it's definitely been a lot, but it's felt relatively natural because we've been doing it for a while and we were working on this record for so long. So I feel like we were just ready to kind of start grinding on the tour thing. Yeah. I'm just looking at you guys if you have any more to say. If you don't, just be like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just excited to get to play so much and to get to travel with Nico and David. Yeah, it's such a blast to get to hang so much. And yeah, and we went through a pretty big chunk of time at the end of the year where we weren't playing. And now that it's all getting to happen at once, I'm excited to get back into it. Yeah.
So I joined on like after the record was done, right? I would say I only joined the band about probably like 7, 8, 9 months ago, somewhere in there. And I kind of always had a feeling it was going to happen because I've heard these songs over and over and over and over again, more than most people have. Maybe not more than people ever will, but I've heard these songs so much. I just kind of saw it coming just because I believe in the record so much and I love the song so much. So I saw it coming. I don't know. It's just cool to kind of see it happen in real time because I love these two a lot. And even though I wasn't the one that put I might not have created the foundation for the house, but I get to help put some decorations in there. I'm living in the house, baby. Absolutely.
So the record's been done for about 7, 8 months, but it's coming out only last month. There's been a long process behind getting this thing really out and rework. There's a lot of reworking in the process, right?
Yeah, I mean, we actually, after we mixed the record, by the time we finished mixing it, because we did it ourselves with our friend Jack Henry, we finished mixing it 8 months ago maybe, and then by that time we were already way better at mixing by doing what we were already doing, so then we basically remixed it again, and from the top. So yeah, it was just a long learning experience.
Hearing you guys live as well, I mean, it's there's only 3 of you up on stage, but I mean, if you know that Jonathan Richman song, How Did They Make So Much Sound with just 4 people playing? I mean, how do you guys get, it really feels momentous, the music. How do you guys build that sort of sound into the music?
I feel Nico's always been so big on everybody singing. And when Friko was first started, I remember you asking me to sing and play drums at the same time, and it was something that I had never done before. So it was really, really pushing me as a musician. But I feel now that we've been doing it for a while, it feels really natural. And I think just using everything you've got, your voice, your instrument, just pulling out all the stops as a trio, because there's a lot of cracks that you need to fill as a trio. And I think it's a really fun challenge that way. Yeah.
In a more literal sense, I go stereo with my amps. So I got one on the left side, one on the right side, and a delay a lot of the time that ping pong. That kind of is in a literal sense will make it sound bigger because I'm the only guitarist. Nick Zinner, is that his name, from the Yeah used to do that. So I could definitely, that was the inspo for that.
Yeah, so you mentioned the Yeah, but I mean, thinking on just an influence level, who would you guys say, or maybe what? I mean, we're college radio, no big deal or anything, but what have been some guiding influences in getting here and where you guys are going from now? Where, the album says,
Yeah, I love it.
I think a big one for the 3 of us is the microphones. Just Phil Elverum's songwriting is so raw and so real, and the recording style feels the exact same way. Just really emotional music. I think microphones is a big one for the 3 of us.
Yeah, that Radiohead is one we all can easily bond on. For me, Beach Boys and retro pop stuff. A lot of that retro pop stuff and retro British stuff, the Kinks and stuff. And David actually brought. I mean, we've been into ambient music forever, but David has a very encyclopedic knowledge of Japanese music of all kind and more electronic music. So we've been getting into that more and stuff. Yeah.
I would even say something too, thinking about bands like retro pop stuff, like the Beatles, kind of going back to the music sounding momentous. You think about bands like the Beatles, where every single piece of a song has its own identity, and every piece is kind of special. And I think that that's something that like these two, when they write songs, is like it's something that I think really sets it apart, because it's like everything really needs to stand on its own as a piece that people can follow and that people can listen to and take something out of it. So I think that, yeah, like all that retro stuff from like the 70s, 80s, even like old like 60s pop, like even if it doesn't necessarily sound like that, I think like from like a dynamic standpoint and from like a performance standpoint, that's definitely something this band takes from for sure.
And the Replacements.
It's Minneapolis shout out. But that's kind of all the questions I had. We got a T-shirt for you guys and some stickers and shit. Yeah, I wish I would have brought more, but
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for what
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, college radio is kind of like the backbone of exciting music. Oh, you want me to say that? You want me to get that on air?
All together.
Yeah, no,
College
I-
radio is the backbone of all.
No, seriously, like, thanks for what you do. Like, I can't tell you how many amazing bands that I've found from college radio, like, just growing up. I mean, I'm not that old, but, like, I mean, just, it's exciting. It's something that people can rally behind and, you know, identify with. So, yeah, thanks for what you do.
On after 4,
Cool.
2, 3, 4. This
This
is
is
Friko,
Friko,
and you're listening to WVFS Tallahassee,
the
the voice of Florida State. Yay! Shee.
Voice.
Voice.